Performance mode is on, go. This is Volvo's new flagship model. It's called the EX90. Fully electric, large 7-seater SUV. It replaces the XC90, although you can still buy an XC90. It's positioned a little bit higher, so this has got more technology, all of the latest and greatest from Volvo. And just taking a look at it, you can see that it is packed with technology. Like, look at that massive camera cluster on the roof, more cameras at the front there. There's actually 8 cameras and 12 ultrasonic sensors. And then to help with aerodynamics, you've got these flush blade style wheels, the 22s on this top spec Ultra variant. Flush door handles, they actually just fold in once the vehicle's locked and driving. And yeah, very smooth and clean panels. The rear end takes on Volvo's latest design theme with the full width tail light trim piece, although I don't think that's actually a light, it just starts here, but yeah, the connecting piece between the middle. It's just going to be a short drive today. I'm at the launch event. We're in Adelaide in the Barossa Valley. We'll take it for a drive. I'll show the interior quickly, but then we'll hopefully book one of these in later on and do the full test. I'll try and do a performance test today, but we'll see how we go. Inside, it's typical Volvo, very suave and refined, smooth surfaces. The quality is excellent. Most of the trimmings are, all high quality trims. There's hardly any scratchy plastics anywhere. Even down the B-pillar here, this is not just scratchy plastic, it's got this soft touch film over the top and then plastic only down on the hard wearing sections. Beautiful wood style trimmings, and this example's got the optional 25 speaker Bowers & Wilkins sound system. It's an incredible sound system. Like, you've really got to, if you love music and audio and all that sort of thing, you can spend hours in here just listening to your favorite tunes. They really sound different to an ordinary high-end stereo even. Very comfortable inside. I like these seats. They're sporty in terms of having good side bolstering, but still very soft and just, luxurious. You can sit in here for hours and just not feel fatigued or uncomfortable. Nice driving position, although I don't like the big screen. This has got everything in it, but you can prompt most of the functions with Google. So this is full Google integration. So you just say, "Hey Google," and it will listen to what you want to say. So, "Hey Google, turn the temperature down to 21.
All right, changing the temperature to 21 degrees.
So you can operate certain functions of the vehicle just by saying things, and it will do it itself. But even still, sometimes you've got to, having a conversation with someone in the passenger seat, and you've got to go, "Hang on a minute, just pause what we're saying. I need to talk to the vehicle to change the temperature," or whatever. I personally would rather some buttons, but yeah, it is very clever. It's kind of one of the cleverest systems in terms of being able to talk to it. And I do like the way that this has got, just move the steering wheel out of the way, an instrument cluster. It's only a small one, but it's something. The EX30, you've got to look at the speed up in the corner here, whereas here you've got a little cluster for yourself. Again, it's only small, but it does the job. I think that's better than having no screen at all. And then in the back, 3 separate seats. You do have a booster seat in the middle, as per Volvo's tradition. So you can just pop that up and your kids can sit on that. Really soft material. I don't know if it's full leather. There's a lot of recycled and eco-friendly materials in here, but that feels really nice and soft. And you've got full climate control with vents there and in the pillar. Electric folding third row. Now this third row, they say, is suitable for adults up to 170 centimeters. And guess what? That's exactly what I am. So I'll try and jump in. That seat slides forward and tilts forward when you use the top lever, which is what the rear passengers are going to be using. If you just use that, it only flips forward. Just notice when you're getting in, there's a big bracket sitting right there, and I just kicked that, just trying to get in. There we go, I am in. My head is just skimming, or my hair is just skimming the ceiling. So yeah, Volvo's right, I guess. You can fit if you're 170 centimeters or less. I don't have much leg room right now, but you can slide the middle row forward a bit and that'll clear it up. I'm mainly concerned about the headroom, but yeah, I can fit in here and it feels reasonably comfortable. We've also got a little air vent in the back, which is nice, and cup holders. And then up at the back here, we've still got some boot space left over, even with third row up. I'll flash up the exact figures now, but it seems to have a bit of depth, so you can put some school bags there or whatever. You've got a deep pocket under the floor. All right, we'll go for a quick drive now and I'll see how it is, but we have driven out here to give you some sort of preview of what I think it's like. It's got 2 suspension settings. This has got the optional air suspension. It provides a really good ride, and sorry, that sun is right in my eyes. It provides a really good ride, and you've got 2 different settings. They both provide a distinctive feel as well. That's not just like a sport button and the dash changes red or something like that. There's actually 2 different feelings. The steering as well, you've got 2 different modes, changes the feel. But yeah, the firm setting I think is the best for Australian country roads when you're driving at 60 or 80 kilometers an hour plus, because the body just remains very stable and it's able to catch the bumps, while the comfort setting I think is going to be good if you're just cruising on the highway or just driving around the city. So you can just soak up the little potholes and so on. When you're at slower speeds, the wheel doesn't, I'm not going to say shudder around, but yeah, if you're on country roads in comfort mode, it's kind of, the weight of the vehicle does cause, or you can feel the weight of the vehicle a bit, and the wheel just kind of bounces a little bit more. As you'd expect, it's a comfort mode. The dampers are at a more relaxed setting. As usual with EVs, it's very peaceful and quiet, but Volvo has paid special attention to the aerodynamics. As I said, with all those flush elements on the outside, the drag coefficient is just 0.29, which is pretty good for a large SUV like this. Just means when you're driving on the highway, it's totally quiet and you can just relax or listen to your music, get the most out of that 25 speaker audio system. I'm driving the top spec performance model, so twin electric motors, 111 kilowatt hour battery, massive battery, 570 kilometers range, output 380 kilowatts and 910 Newton meters, claim 0 to 100 in 4.9 seconds. Very quick vehicle, especially for an SUV, 7-seater SUV. Really, its only competition is the Kia EV9 at the moment, in terms of being a fully electric, large 7-seater SUV. Now you do have a performance mode, so you can hit performance all-wheel drive. I spoke to Volvo about this. It's kind of like having a locked center diff, kind of. Obviously this has 2 electric motors completely separate, but it just forces all-wheel drive, because if you don't have that switched on, it can cruise at highway speeds only using 1 motor really conserve energy using 1 motor. And then when there's wheel slip, it'll start to engage the other motor. But having performance mode on, that means you're getting 4-wheel drive all the time, and obviously maximum power and performance. You've also got different settings like 1-pedal driving. I've got that on automatic at the moment. It does have a driver monitoring camera. It's just picked up that I've been looking away from the screen. And obviously loads of safety features. Now, Volvo is the best at safety tech, and I feel, having driven it out here, they're not over the top. Apart from just then, it's not over the top. The lane keep assist is pretty, it won't do anything unless you get really close to the lane, and it just gently nudges you back in. It won't pinball you around or bounce you around in the lane. Very refined system, as you'd expect. And that's kind of what you're paying for with a Volvo. You're getting that extra level of safety experience. We'll try and do a quick 0 to 100 test just to see what it's like. The battery level is 68%. I'll pull over up here and we can do a sprint. Sorry if this review seems a little bit rushed. I've literally got 20 minutes to do the whole video. I wanted to try and showcase what I can for you, at least as a preview. Okay, I've got the V-Box programmed in, that's ready to go. We'll just get out onto the highway, make this quick. And performance mode is on, go. That's 100. That's just done an easy 4.6 by the looks of it. Definitely feels fast. It really gets up and goes. Even though it is quite a heavy vehicle, it just launches off the line. Nose raises up a little bit. It's definitely got that wow factor that EVs are known for, or especially top spec EVs. There we go, 4.59 seconds. Very quick bit of gear. There's only one other fully electric large 7-seat SUV, the EV9, and sales haven't been particularly impressive. So what would a slightly more expensive version go like? I think this does have a bit more appeal because it is a premium product. So you're already at that price range that you'd pay for a large luxury 7-seat SUV anyway. I do think it's more appealing in that respect. Look, this is, on first impressions, it's a Volvo, so it's very refined, very comfortable, and obviously very safe. Lots of technology that's kind of hidden in the background as well. It's not over the top and in your face. It's a very interesting model. As I said, I'll book one of these in for a full review and performance test as soon as I can.